Hey everyone, welcome in this very new exciting video to discuss about something really great, the new Razer Blade 17. If you remember in the past on the channel, I already did a test on a Razer Blade 15 with a 2080 Ti. Very amazing performance. It was such an incredible laptop, and it's still an incredible laptop. If you do video game session, it could be 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, but 3D rendering can be even easier. Let's say you will have your computer run for a whole night with full load on the GPU. With this new Razer, they changed the cooling system, and you have the warm air coming here. So you have the airflow with the air here, and then it goes here in this area. On the previous laptop, it was all below the computer, meaning that if you are on a table, everything will get warm pretty quickly. So I was kinda happy to see that they improved the airflow, because this is the major thing you should have on a laptop. I ran a lot of tests. I did myself long 3D renders. I ran Octane Bench, and to be honest, the temperatures are pretty okay. Let me display the Octane Bench and the Cinebench on the screen. As you can see, the performance are very interesting. This is impressive. You can actually work on that computer. You can actually feel the power. I still want to suggest and still want to remind that for the biggest use, sometime working, let's say, on a AAA game, working on a big VFX simulation, or doing 3D rendering, that you might need a workstation and that you might need sometime a render farm. This is my honest point of view. Many people are trying to say, hey, the laptop can 100% replace the workstation, and I believe it's true. If you do video editing, if you do Photoshop, it's 100% true. This could replace in 99% of the case the workstation when it comes to work such as modeling, sculpting, doing still frames, doing light renders. But if you want to have like the full load, or if you work on AAA games and long renders, I still suggest for a motion designer to have a workstation, but you can still manage with software such as AnyDesk to launch remotely some of your render. So if you build the proper workflow with your laptop, you can work all around the world with very great power, meaning that you can actually do 3D renders on this computer, but then you can send the easiest load on workstation or on the render farm. But the quality and the speed improvement is very impressive. Can you imagine that in this computer, the Razer Blade 17, you have more power than the big old GPU 2080 Ti? To me, this is just like mind-blowing, that in such a small computer, in one generation of GPU, of course, the portable version of the GPU always come 1 or 1.5 years after the biggest version, so this gives more room to improve. But in less than 3 years, if I'm correct, we came to something that was quite heavy and big on a computer, to something that you can actually carry all around the world. You can work on airplane, you can work on vacation, or maybe you can chill on vacation. But I mean, this is very impressive. I'm 100% convinced by this computer. The price tag is still a little bit heavy, but if I compare to some workstation The price has been rising quite a lot with the latest generation of GPU. To study, it's very good computer. You can actually come to school and study 3D with this computer, which is not the case for most of the laptops. You can walk mostly everywhere. The only flaw that I must be honest with you, and it's the flaw that you can find on every powerful computer, is like the battery life while doing EV applications such as 3D rendering. You will have a very short battery life. When it comes to in-software performance, I must say that it's very impressive in After Effects, DaVinci, Premiere, because the CPU is amazingly powerful and the GPU as well. Most of the single-threaded operations are very fast, most of the fastest if you watch Cinebench, and the multi-thread operations are also very fast, making this computer even faster than some of my workstation. Very impressive. So for any motion designer not doing that much 3D and want something very powerful for After Effects, Adobe Suite, and all this kind of software for video editing and motion graphics, it's mind-blowing. When it comes to actual 3D, the performance are great. I made some tests that you can see. You have the Cinebench in the description. This is the Cinebench directly from this computer, so no cheat. This is not data on internet. This is my actual test. It's actually very satisfying. So if you do Cinema 4D and Octane render, this is very great. I also want to give some of my personal tips if you want to have a fastest viewer. It's not because you have a powerful computer that you cannot experience a viewer that will be slowed down. So here is a few tricks that I use to have my viewport running well while I'm doing Octane render.
My first tip is about the viewport speed, and whether you work with a workstation or a laptop, this is so important to have a fluid viewport. Here it's a rather simple scene and it was very slow. In this scene it's quite fast, so I will teach you the little thing I do to have very fast viewport. Here it's with Megascan and Forester Rocks, very slow, and here it's quite fast. I suggest that you use the display tag on Cinema 4D under the render, and in display you will be able to display your object as box. So you can turn your Megascan asset in this and it will be very fast. And in Octane this will still display as the Megascan. Under the cloner, if you can use the mode multi-instance, it will allow you to clone a lot of objects and display them as point. Very optimized. You need also to take a look at the instance and make sure that you are minimum in render instance mode and not in instance. That will improve the performance. And yeah, very fast viewport. Another tip that is actually quite simple to improve the speed of Octane render when it comes to work with the live viewer open is just minimizing the size of the live viewer. You can just go there and lower this number. I saw so many people in my career working with the final resolution, and in some time it just slowed down the process. Another thing is just like to activate the subsampling and lower the amount of sample. You will just get such a faster response that will allow you to work on your materials, your art direction, your light, and visualize quite faster what you're doing. Then once you are happy and you want to go back to the final quality, you can just make this higher. But yeah, keep in mind that the lower the resolution of the viewport is, the fastest it will be. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you have your final angle. just go back to the final resolution, disable the subsampling, and you will get the final quality, but at the price of a slow viewport.
For other applications such as game, Unreal Engine, and those type of real-time load, it works very nice. I just want to say that it's still important sometimes when you have a big load to have the computer elevated for a better flow. I think they are selling a lot of stands on a Razer official website, but also on Amazon. Like, to me, the brand is not really important till you are sure that the airflow, the fan is going the right direction for the airflow. So just pay attention to that. But I notice it can make a big difference in terms of temperature if you have your computer elevated. Better performance, better cooling. On Octane Render, I haven't experienced any crash yet. It's actually very good for stability. And I will keep doing tests with that computer. I will keep you updated and keep you posted on this. What I want to say, if I compare this one to the previous one tested, I was actually very surprised by the previous one. To me, it was like the beginning of an era where you can actually work with laptops. This one is impressive. I was impressed by the previous one, but this one just makes me comfortable by the fact that now I can really work on a laptop. It's just mind-blowing. I could do all type of application without thinking too much about what task I will do on a workstation and what task I will do on a laptop. Very good. Also, I'm not too much of a gamer, so I can not give you too much gaming insight, but there is a lot on internet. That's why my review is interesting, because it gives you my own perspective and on use case that are interesting for you, such as what's the performance in Octane Render and GPU renders, or in After Effects. And in terms of design, this is a cool computer. You can customize the keyboard, which is good to see in the dark. The screen is actually very good. It's very sharp, it's very fluid, but it was already the case on the previous Razer laptop. So to me, it's not the biggest surprise. It's not on the screen, it's not on the laptop quality, but it's just like on the whole package. It's a very sober, very good looking computer with a better airflow than the previous generation, and it just works. Thank you for watching this video. I want to conclude by letting you know that we are still running our amazing Entered Metaverse contest in partnership with Razer. You will be able to win a Razer Blade 17. We ship all around the world. This is a contest open for everyone. So if you are in Germany, USA, or wherever in the world, you can actually participate. The motion designers community is a worldwide community, and Razer is also a global brand. So everyone is welcome to participate to this amazing contest, and we will be very happy to have your participation. You will find the link below in the description with all the rules of the contest, and have a really good time. Thank you for watching the channel, and if you are not already a subscriber, please subscribe. We will soon reach the 100,000 subscribers, which is amazing. I think the channel exists for something like 8 years, and yeah, it starts to get such a big adventure. Thank you so much for watching again, and see you soon.